What are your thoughts?
Day 2, ladies and gentlemen.
Day 2 of the install. It rained overnight, so we kept everything in the garage. I think the finish of this rhino liner came out exactly like what we were looking for. This stuff is tough. Now, why don't we go ahead and proceed? I'm going to show you a really cool tip because there are a lot of bolts that we have to screw into the Jeep. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a bolt cutter. I'm going to cut that Allen wrench so that we could use it in the drill. Let's do it. That's Garage Couple exclusive.
Get out of here. Make sure to check that affiliate link for all the Metalcloak products we are about to install, and there's quite a few. Check out the box.
Previously on Garage Couple.
Well, I love it. Let's just leave it like this and call it a day.
Here is the aftermath. Caught her on camera.
Fueling up for our next episode where I can't talk.
You can't talk. It's
You
okay.
tell him. You tell him.
Arlene is fueling up for episode 2 of the body armor as well as the rear fender and rock rail install. Today is going to be a good day. We're going to go ahead and move forward, install those corner guards as well as put the fenders on. That's the bolt cutter there. You could find this one on Amazon. Let's go ahead and try to cut it right over there. That is an Amazon quality bolt cutter, but I think we're close. A couple more clips and we should be good. There we go. This is the plan. Beauty of that system. Now we have an Allen wrench and we can quickly bolt them all into the vehicle. So this is what the side looks like at this point, and I just want to mention to you all a couple of things. All of the bolts are perfectly fine in terms of the length, except these front 3. So what we need to do is drill them out just a little bit more. I'm gonna just use, I believe it's a 5/8, because that's as close to 17/32 as I have. And then I'm gonna put a pop rivet. As you can see, I've already put one of those rivets in using a rivet gun. So we just have to do the other 2 here and then on the other side. So why don't we drill it out now? So just go ahead and save yourself some time and trouble and buy some Cobalt drill bits. All right, now that we have those holes, we're gonna go ahead and place our pop rivets. So the way you do this, you go ahead and buy yourself a rivet gun. These are like 20 bucks. We have one in our Amazon shop. If you don't have one of these, Metalcloak is nice enough to give you one in the kit. It's a smaller one, it takes a bit longer. I would recommend using this actual tool. It's just a heck of a lot better. So you basically open it all the way, open the legs, screw this on. You can go ahead and push it into the hole and then just go ahead and clamp. And you could do it a couple times if you'd like. And then you go ahead and unscrew. There you have it, rivets in. And that's not going anywhere. Let's put the last one in now. And it's that easy, guys. So we're gonna start with this corner and then we'll work our way to the passenger side. Look at that, guys. We're gonna start off with the driver's side and just look at this finish. What do you guys think? That looks amazing.
Wow, pretty flawless, huh?
Looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and pop this on. See how this looks. Arlene, you'll tell me what you think.
Wow. That, my friend,
Looks good?
we are in business. I think so. Woo!
Fantastic. I'm gonna start putting in some of these bolts just to hold it in place. We're gonna just use these Allen wrench bolts and we're gonna put the washer on the back side. And then we're gonna use a nylock locking nut. So I'm just gonna put a couple in right now to hold things into position. And then we will do the rest. We will fully tighten them down once all of them are in place. There's no better feeling than seeing all of the holes line up. So nice that they all fit.
Did a pretty good job, huh?
They all fit so smooth without any drama.
No drama for your mama. These two are going to go in with the backing plate, and if you do plan on installing the fender flares, go ahead and keep these loose, and we'll show you that because we'll be installing them as well.
Here's that backing plate.
Piece number 2.
That looks so beautiful. That looks awesome.
Need my hands?
I always need your hands.
Rip.
Aline's in the Jeep. Say hi.
Hi.
She's holding the nut here so that I could use the Allen to tighten on this side. Tell me when. Okay, next. Last one. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All we have left is the fender on this side and then to reassemble everything. Let's do it. All right, now these fenders are designed so that they could be installed and removed very quickly. You're gonna need these 2 long button head screws that come with the kit. And all you're gonna do is slide the fender onto those 4 points. So make sure that you did not tighten those down. You could leave them with a little bit of room so we could slide in between and then we can cinch it down.
Gas cap going back on.
These were with the 8T25 screws. You'll notice that some of them have a washer built into them and others do not. The ones with the washer go next to the fill cap nozzle. You don't want to tighten it down too much because you want the other 4 to go in. But once you put 2, you're pretty good. You can tighten them down. What do you think, Aline?
Sounds good.
And just like that, guys, the driver's side is finished. What do you guys think? I think that looks absolutely stunning, Aline. What do you think?
Yep. Now we'll reassemble the taillight.
So just like we had before, this is the ground wire that we were using for the reverse lights on our bumper from our previous episode. We're just gonna fish this back into the main chamber here, just like so. And then we're gonna ground this. We're gonna ground this on one of the body screws. Time to reconnect the power wire, and then let's plug in the taillights and just make sure it works. All right, time to put in those 3 other holes here for the top rivet. All right, so just loosely putting in some of these bolts on this side. Let's bring that front piece and keep going. I really, really, really love the finish on this thing. Turned out so nice. Now it's time to put those fender adapters, these screws. Let's go ahead and do that. Now if you haven't noticed, these are the longer screws. Just take a look at that corner guard. It turned out better than I could ever imagine. All of the bolts are tightened. Let's go ahead and put that fender on. Now just remember, keep those 4 bolts pretty loose so that you could easily slide. Once we do that, we're gonna go ahead and use those button top screws through those threaded fenders and call it a day. Let's do it. Alrighty, here goes nothing, guys. Just gonna give myself ample amount of room to work with here. And if you damage, you know, the job you just painted, don't worry, you could touch it up later. It's not the end of the world. So let's start from top to bottom. These washers make the job a little more difficult. And would you look at that? Everything is done except for those taillights. All that we need to do is get a little bit longer bolts because the factory bolts are just a little bit too short to go into those holes. But just take a look at this beauty. What a transformation. These are the 4-inch fender flares and they are absolutely amazing. The fit and finish is fantastic. Just take a look at that. That is beautiful. Totally transformed.
Well, there you have it, you guys. Our rear fender flares and our body armor. It looks absolutely insane. Make sure to check out the products in the description below and stay tuned for part 3 where we install the rock sliders.
Let's go. Thank you so much for watching and catch you on the next one. Hit that subscribe button and be sure to check out metalcloak.com for all the best.